name is Jay Holt. I'm a nutritionist, and I just want to make a short little video here about um, how I was able to reverse my acid reflux and Barrett's esophagus, and what I did, what I took exactly to do it. For those who don't know, I'll just tell you my story. As long as I can remember, I've had bad acid reflux and heartburn. Even in high school, playing basketball, I always had it. In college, it got worse because then you got all nighters and things like that, and drinking a lot of coffee. At that point, I would take Tums like gumballs, like everyone else. Even though I was going for a degree in nutrition, but I didn't know any better. And of course, I felt better initially, but then I got worse. So it just kept getting worse and worse. Finally, my mother, who was a retired RN, registered nurse, said, "Why don't you go get it checked out? Maybe you got something like Barrett's esophagus." And I was thinking, like, I'm an athlete, I don't have Barrett's esophagus. Anyways, she was right. I did have Barrett's esophagus, and it was a real wake up call, and it kind of depressed me, quite frankly. But I got so from that point I went to that gastroenterologist who did the endoscopy said, I said, "Can you cure this?" She goes, "No, you're gonna have this forever, but we can manage it." And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to manage it. I don't want to have it. So, um, I wasn't getting anywhere with her. So I found a naturopathic doctor, an Oriental medicine doctor, and I went to her, and she basically said, "Yes, I can heal you." And looking in her eyes, I could tell she was serious. I didn't see any BS in her eyes, so to speak. So, um, and I was going to school for nutrition, so together we kind of formulated a formula together to help with Barrett's esophagus and acid reflux. I'm going to get into that later. I just want to go over some other things that help me that I think might help you too. So I'm going to go into that now. So I was really frustrated. Wasn't getting anywhere with my acid reflux, so I decided I got to hit the library, go to the books, and do a little research. So one of the things I found was there was a study out of Ohio State University, and it was about freeze-dried strawberries and how they could actually help with Barrett's esophagus and even esophageal cancer. And I was like, wow. Because once you get esophageal cancer, it's kind of like, it's not good. It's like a death sentence almost. But so that study that Ohio State did was 60 grams of freeze dried um, strawberries, put it in water, stir it up, and just drink it. They drank that once a day for what was it for 6 months, and the results they said has the potential of preventing human esophageal cancer, which is amazing. Anyways, hi, Mr. Clean. Yeah, my son calls me that, so that's funny. Um, so that is really good. So that's one of the things I did is I would recommend organic freeze dried strawberry because strawberries are one of the dirty dozen loaded with pesticides. We're trying to prevent cancer. We don't want to help it. So if you do choose to do that, I would get freeze dried organic strawberry, 60 grams a day for 6 months. So one of the other things I found out it was actually another study by Ohio State. So they're doing the good work, and it was blackberries. Freeze dried blackberries are also high in antioxidants, and high in antioxidants lower inflammation, can help slow down disease processes and bad things that happen to your cells. So freeze dried blackberries too. I didn't write down the exact amount, but I'll put it in there, or you can write a question if you want to know the exact amount of that. But again, freeze dried in a little bit of water, drink it, throw it back. That's great for the esophagus also. So the next one is kind of interesting. Melatonin, which is normally known for sleep. So they did a study with 6 grams of melatonin. It's a super antioxidant, so lowers inflammation, and it actually tightens your lower esophageal sphincter here also. So the melatonin, um, your lower esophageal sphincter, if that doesn't close, the acid comes up, and then you get the heartburn and all the pain. So that actually closes, well, it's actually down here, further down, but the lower esophageal sphincter, that actually closes that so the acid doesn't come up. So besides sleeping, it can actually help. And in the study, it was, I believe, 40% improvement for acid reflux. So that's huge also. One other thing that I recommend that is really good is DGL. So D dog, G girl, L Larry, deglycerinated licorice. It actually coats the esophagus. Now, deglycerinated licorice is different than normal licorice. Normal licorice can actually raise your blood pressure over time, so it can be dangerous for some people. But deglycerinated licorice, DGL, get it on Amazon, will actually coat the esophagus. So even if the acid is coming up, if you have the DGL there, it'll coat it. So make sure it doesn't damage the cells anymore. So that's really good. So those are basically the things that I did. Again, the freeze-dried strawberry powder, 60 grams a day for 6 months. The blackberry powder, melatonin, 6 grams a day, huge antioxidant, helps prevent inflammation. DGL, and then again, the teas that I developed with the naturopaths that helped me also. And you can find that if you want more information. That tells more about my story and everything. It's at barrettstea.com. It goes into my story and the ingredient. Email me at tall1781@gmail.com. You can call me, J, to 727-460-7104. I'll be happy to help you out. Going to try to do a lot more of these lives, but just trying to help as many people as I can. So just let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you guys watching. So everyone have a great day. All right. Take care.